All the time. I think that's the slogan down there. With Storm Tracker 6, we do have a few showers, mainly through southern New Jersey, featuring Salem County, Cumberland County, and just trying to approach even Newcastle County this morning. Other than that, it's quiet, it's dry, but it's not going to stay that way today as we watch a cold front that's going to advance and meet up with the tropical air that's in place. And thanks to the daytime heating, things are really going to develop here. So with Future Tracker, I've stopped the clock at 6 o'clock here. Our exclusive radar site in Lancaster County will be the first to pick up on this activity, and it will be heavy, slow moving showers and downpours across the area. Rainfall rates 2 to 3+ inches an hour. So we'll be watching for localized flooding concerns. A flood watch already posted for the afternoon and evening, includes the urban corridor areas to the north and west. Again, a lot of rainfall in a hurry. Think those zones that were hard hit just about a week ago, expected to get some more wet weather. The driest of zones down the shore today, and a little extra sunshine and a low risk of rip currents. Matt Pellman, it's just the place to be down the shore, especially to escape today's rain chance.
Now I'm watching. Here's Payton Domschke in her gritty orange this morning.
Totally unplanned. I would like to say I knew exactly when and where he was going to be, but he's a busy guy, so you can't really predict exactly and lock him down into your schedule. But when it comes to your schedule, what we're watching is a cold front that's going to interact with the tropical air in place. So the Weather Prediction Center is actually pinpointing the I-95 corridor areas north and west for the greatest flash flood risk in place today. In fact, it's deemed moderate by them. That's a level 3 on a 4 on their scale for flash flooding parameters today. And we can't rule out a gusty thunderstorm as well. The severe weather threat is pretty low today, a marginal risk for the I-95 corridor in those same zones north and west. But the heavier rainfall is really going to take the cake here. And that's because this cold front interacting with the tropical air that's locked and loaded. And so the rainfall rates and slow moving storms could produce rainfall rates 2 to 3+ inches an hour. And that also goes on top of areas that were hard hit just a week ago. Some zones picked up over 5 inches of wet weather, so we're waterlogged. It's not going to take a whole lot to see residual issues today. Storm Tracker 6 showing off southern New Jersey with a few spot showers from Salem to Cumberland County, and all of that will eventually fizzle out. But we will watch the idea of some spot showers forming, especially along I-95, northwest suburbs into the Lehigh Valley early this afternoon before coverage picks up as we head through the evening. Up to 83 degrees by 11 o'clock this morning, some peaks of sunshine. If you're looking for a brighter and drier spot, South Jersey, specifically down the shore, it's not a bad place to be. I've got the latest with Future Tracker hour by hour coming up in just minutes. Aliana, Matt.
Thanks, Payton.
Thank you. I got my steps in too. All right.
I'm going to continue to hide over here. You guys can have all the fun you want over there because there's a lot to get to through the forecast. At the shore, taking you out to Margate right now. It is pretty picture perfect when it comes to a summertime morning around here. No dolphins being spotted by my eyes this morning on this fishing pier view. But the next big thing we're tracking is the addition of heavy rainfall in spots today. It's a possibility here, all thanks to a cold front approaching the area. Again, the air right now is completely saturated, so a lot of available moisture for this front to work as a trigger mechanism to spark some heavy drenching downpours. And the Weather Prediction Center is watching the I-95 corridor and areas west from Lancaster up through Allentown for the greatest flash flooding parameters here. Rainfall rates could be training in nature, 2 to 3+ inches an hour here. That's a lot of rainfall in a hurry. Here he goes. He's still making his laps around here. A flood watch, gritty, not orange here, but green across the area for the I-95 corridor areas north and west. This is for the afternoon and the evening. Storm Tracker 6, good thing there's not a lot to talk about as Gritty runs about this morning. We had a few spot showers through Salem and Cumberland County that have really fizzled out here. With Future Tracker, we keep the idea of some spot showers forming, all thanks to some sunshine peeking out, the daytime heating, and that front interaction here is going to spark some heavier downpours. Again, these sit for a while in one area, and they're not going to let up. Not everyone sees the intensity. I think this starts to lose momentum by the time it hits I-95 and then areas east. So 8 o'clock, remember, sunset is at 8:30. The coverage looks to fizzle here. That's diurnal heating. We basically have that on-off switch with the sunshine, and then during the overnight, things will start to quiet down. 77 for Philadelphia right now, but that wall of water's out there. We've got the clouds above. It's a little brighter down the shore, as I mentioned. 76 in Sea Isle, 75 in Dover, Delaware, 74 right now in Lancaster. We're back in the 80s by 10 o'clock this morning, and that's where we actually stay today, up to about 85 degrees, 1 o'clock this afternoon. So a spot shower this morning, giving way to some sunshine. I think it's cloudier inland, a little brighter down the shore with scattered downpours, especially from I-95 areas to the north and west. How many times can I say I-95? I-95. It's an important spot today. It's really the marker as to who sees the wet weather and its full intensity and who doesn't. So in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, 86 today, 88 tomorrow with an isolated storm threat, especially east. I think we could see some of these develop along the shore. Around 89 for Wednesday. Still stray storms in the forecast for the Atlantic City Air Show, which is set to have practice tomorrow, the main event on Wednesday. More heat and humidity for Thursday, and the boys of summer are back in town on Friday. And we'll be tracking Storm Tracker 6 too. And of course, where is Gritty next? Right behind us, doing some laps.
He's done like
still.
3 miles so far.
Yeah.
He has, and I'm sweating just watching.
He's got speed. I'm really surprised.
Get him some Gatorade or something, please. Thank you, Gritty. Thank you, Peyton.
Morning, but we've got some weather and traffic to get to. Meteorologist Payton Domschke in for Karen Rogers and Matt Pellman here as well.
Probably a good thing we have the All-Star break because if the Phils were at home this week, a lot of storm chances.
Lots of rain delay potential there, but we are watching the idea of some heavy drenching downpours taking over during the second half of today. A flood watch already posted from Wilmington, Delaware up to Mercer County, points north and west, so including all of the northwest suburbs into the Lehigh Valley, even the Poconos here. And the ordeal that sets up is not what's happening with Storm Tracker 6 right now. We did have a few spot showers through Salem and Cumberland County. Our attention turns to a cold front, and this is going to collide with the tropical air that's in place, and it's going to start to bubble up in intensity, all driven by the heat of the day. So the action is still well out to the west, still through the Ohio River Valley. That makes its way to us as we go through the afternoon, but specifically into the evening here. So things popping isolated in nature as soon as we hit midday. For any of your lunchtime plans, I'd keep an eye to the sky, but things get bullish in coverage here. Brighter tones on your screen, heavier rainfall rates, potentially exceeding 1 to 3 inches per hour. And some of the hardest hit zones just a week ago are going to be under the gun today. So I've stopped the clock here at about 6 o'clock tonight. This could coincide with some evening drives, but at least for now, it's dry for most of you. We're popping some sunshine. More is found this morning down the shore, and highs today, they're limited back in the mid 80s. So our heat wave number 4, it's going to break today, Matt, not back in the 90s today. And those storm chances, those evolve during the second half of the day. We'll go through it hour by hour coming up.
I'm going to run the errands early today.
Like Gritty?
And then get home. Yes, exactly. Run, run, run. Good morning, Peyton. Good morning.
Just Payton Domschke to see if today or any day this week will be great shore days.
Today actually might end up being one of the better shore days of the entire extended stretch, and that is not for everyone. Not everyone is going to enjoy plentiful sunshine today, as we are watching a cold front on the move. It's going to be a slow goer here, and that's why the Weather Prediction Center has actually put out a level 3 out of 4, a moderate risk for flash flooding today for the urban corridor, Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware, out to our exclusive radar site in Lancaster County, including the Lehigh Valley and all of the northwest suburbs. Think of those spots that were hit hard by wet weather just less than a week ago, 3 to 5+ inches that waterlogged the system already. It's not going to take much to see localized flood concerns. Now, the severe weather parameters on the lower side today can't rule out something gusty in nature, as a cold front will be on the move. That will spark showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. As for now, just a few little itty bitty showers from Salem to Cumberland County. Most of those have fizzled, so it's quiet and dry for the most part this morning, despite that tropical air being locked in place. So just like the folks on the Ocean City boards, if you want some morning activity, especially for those inland zones, this morning is the time to do it. We're up to 83 for Philadelphia by 11 o'clock this morning. Isolated activity pops afternoon, becoming more numerous and widespread through the evening. I'll have the latest breakdown with Future Tracker hour by hour coming up in less than 10 minutes. Matt, Aliana.
Payton Domschke gets us set for the AccuWeather work week. Good morning, Payton.
Yeah, and things could be electric around here come later today as we are tracking a cold front. This morning, cloud cover for some of you. It's brighter down the shore with a few spot showers. I think those start to ramp up in activity by the time we hit midday. But some sunshine, also a drier spot today in the entire area is going to be east of I-95. That doesn't mean you're exempt from seeing showers. I think just the bulk of your daytime hours are spent dry, with scattered downpours developing, especially through the northwest suburbs in the Lehigh Valley this afternoon and evening. All this said, there is a flood watch posted. Our rainfall rates could be pretty intense, 2 to 3+ inches an hour. That could lead to localized flooding concerns. And the severe weather parameters, they're pretty low, but not non-existent. A gusty thunderstorm could still exist embedded in the activity that will flare up. North and west of us is a cold front that is slow to budge here. We're watching a decaying complex of showers and what were storms now pushing to the north and east. Just a few spot showers were reported through southern New Jersey, Salem and Cumberland County. Most of that has fizzled out, so we're dry to start the day despite that tropical humidity being locked and loaded, and that is going to interact with the heating of the day too. So already by about 12 o'clock, any lunchtime plans, keep an eye to the sky as some of the northwest suburbs, the Lehigh Valley, start to see more discrete cells here. While the main event still holds off by about 4 or 5 o'clock, our exclusive radar site in Lancaster County, the first to pick up on the activity as this continues then to push east. Again, this is still thriving off the heat and the humidity of the day. 7 o'clock, Montgomery County, Bucks County, just on the fringe of I-95. Newcastle County seeing some heavy downpours here. And then we lose the heating of the day. Sunset, 8:30. It's like an on and off switch this time of the year. And likely seeing that intense coverage start to fizzle, but still some showers, perhaps a rogue downpour through South Jersey. Right now, the clouds are above. The sunshine is trying to shine through. It's 77. Our dew point in the middle 70s. That's that measure of moisture. It's elevated, so our heat indices still feeling like the upper 70s, but likely feeling even warmer as we head through the afternoon. 74 in Chalfont, 70 Tabernacle, 77 in Sea Isle, and 72 right now in Middletown, Delaware. As we time out your morning, we're back in the 80s for Philly by about 10 o'clock this morning. Still some breaks of blue trying to sneak through the clouds. I think it's cloudier inland today. Brighter down the shore, 85, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that sunshine continues to fuel the atmosphere. Only 86 degrees is a call from AccuWeather today, watching those scattered downpours and storms. And through your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, 88 tomorrow, isolated storm chances. I think that's better east of the city, and it's trending a little drier than what models were indicating yesterday for the day tomorrow. It's still humid with stray storms around by the time we hit Wednesday. More heat and humidity on Thursday, and we're back around 90 degrees. All dependent on when those showers and downpours set up is going to determine each and every single day's high temperature. But we're still around 90 through the end of the week, even into the weekend, watching a spot shower or downpour, and the humidity levels all week long are not going to budge. Horizontal hair season is still in full swing. You know.
It's
I
kind of
appreciate
like
your hair forecast.
like Groundhog Day, just kind of the same sort of thing over and over.
It's July.
I guess so. And
We're
out on
doing
the
it.
Schuylkill
You're our Andy
Expressway.
McDowell.